Next Level Mindset, bringing you another powerful and positive video. I want to share with you what I wish I knew starting out on YouTube. Stay with me and watch all the way to the end. As usual, I got some extra points, bonus tips. You do not want to miss this. Let's get into it. So if you're watching this, you are someone who has a YouTube channel. Maybe you've been working on this platform for a while. Maybe you just started wanting to get growing. I want to share my experience with a few things that I've done. You can avoid my mistakes and avoid those pitfalls. Let's get into this. The first thing that I wish I knew, the algorithm is an artificial intelligence system. And once I started to understand that there's nothing about beating some algorithm, it's about putting together positive content, bringing those who are just like me in alignment with what I have to offer. So I wish I knew that the artificial intelligence system of YouTube is just that. It's an artificial intelligence system that gains information algorithmically to let you know who your videos are most important to. It's often said in the YouTube community that the algorithm follows the audience. So it always puts the viewer first. So that's one thing that I would say that would help you. That if I knew then what I know now, I would not worry about so much as beating some algorithm, but I would understand it, creating the content for the viewers, because they are the ones that are most important in this process. The second thing that I wish I knew when I first started on YouTube, or even when I relaunched, was understanding the analytics, the importance of the analytics. You know, there's certain analytics that we have in our back office, the tools. As a matter of fact, I want to show you something right here. I put together this right here. If you look at, scroll down on your analytics in your back page, if you look at those analytics, one thing I wish I knew is that I could go to one metric, and that is the top videos for a specific period. Let's say I chose the 28 days. Go to 28 days, it shows me my top videos. Had I known then what I know now about analytics, I would have said, hey, you know, let me make some more videos just like these. These are the top ones that people are enjoying. So yeah, check out your analytics. One thing that I wish I knew then that I know now is the importance of our analytics. That's so important when it comes to growing and expanding on this platform. The third thing that I wish I knew when I first started out on this platform, I wish I knew what I really wanted. When I first started, I just didn't have a plan. Now thinking back, and you can learn from this, learn from my experience, learn from my mistakes, just having some type of plan, knowing what I wanted in this journey of YouTube, knowing what I wanted to accomplish. I would have been able to be consistent over time, and I wouldn't have been looking like, wow, what happened to that video? I thought it was going to do more than that, but I didn't really have a plan. So I would say if I was something that I could do different, then encourage you, have a plan, develop a starting plan, something to get you on that road to success. That's one of the other things that I wish I knew when I first started out. Just having a plan would keep you on the road to consistency, on that road of consistency, growing over time. When we talked about the algorithm and how it follows the audience, a better way for me to understand that is that YouTube's job and its system is not necessarily to promote my videos to certain people. It's really to find the videos that are fitting the viewers that are already there. So my job and your job to grow on this YouTube channel is to understand the system and to create videos that we're going to get a positive response using those tools like TubeBuddy, using those tools like your analytics in the back office. So think about that in a way to know that the YouTube system is there for the viewers, not necessarily there for our videos. And as long as we create the content that the viewers respond to, then we'll see ourselves growing on this channel. YouTube homepage mistakes. I'm going to share the things that I've learned, and I did some checking. Checked on Google. I did some research. Read that with me right there. It says it's important to design your YouTube channel because it's the page your viewers want to see first when they're interested in the content that you put out, and it's the one that they see before they decide whether or not they want to subscribe to your channel. So the first thing that I've done on my channel to avoid those mistakes on your homepage is to make sure that when people land there, they have a successful time. 3 ways you can set your trailer up, okay? 1, to introduce yourself. 2, to bring in subscribers. And 3, to bring in more views by recognizing your top performing content. So now let's go to the screen. This right here, as you can see, this video right here, it pulled in 10 subscribers. So if I wanted to bring in subscribers, what I would want to do is find a video that is a top performer, just like that one right there. As a matter of fact, now, if you had one like this video coming up right here, it only has brought in 2 subscribers. So if I wanted to optimize my homepage, I would want to pick the one that brings in the most subscribers. If my goal was to increase my subscribers, that's the one I would use. Oh, by the way, if you see that confetti, those are right there, that's your confetti. That means that you did something right on one of your videos if you see that pop up. So we're optimizing our homepage with the trailer for the highest performing video. You go to your analytics, scroll down, it's going to show you your top videos in this certain period. So if you wanted to optimize it to bring in more views, what I've done on my channel, I've made sure that one of those trailers has either the subscriber we talked about earlier or the highest performing video. That's the first thing that I've done to avoid homepage mistakes. I've made sure that trailer video is either 1, introducing yourself, or 2, highest performing on views, or 3, highest performing on subscribers. I've been able to optimize it in a way to where when people land there, they have something to keep them going. To optimize my homepage. We want to go to the next level. As you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. We want to take it to that next level. The second thing that I've done to avoid homepage mistakes on my YouTube channel is I've made the upload section the first section that people see when they come to my channel. Okay, think about that. First things first. When people come to your channel, the first thing that I do, what I want them to see is right up under that trailer we just set up. We want them to be able to see the upload. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go behind the scenes. I'm gonna show you. There's feature sections right there. If you look on your channel customizing the layout, what we want to do, we want to make sure right up under there, we want to make sure that feature section is uploads. That's the whole idea. Got to give some love to Nick Nimmin. I watched his video. He gave me that idea. Make that your first section. So go to that section. We're going to edit that section. It does several things. One thing that it does, it shows your potential subscriber and your viewer that you have recent content that has just been uploaded. That's one thing it does. The second thing it does, it makes it easy for them to find those uploads without scrolling over. Remember, most of these people, they're watching on their mobile devices. So we want to optimize it for that. So you go to add a section. As you notice, uploads is not grayed out. That means I can actually add uploads. So we're going to click uploads, add that to the section. Now what we just did, we just added uploads to the page. And I'm going to fast forward and show you. Okay, there you go. Your uploads has been added. Now it's down to volume. Take that hand, grab it, and it's going to pull it up. Pull that all the way up to the top. You want that all the way up to the top to be the first thing that shows up on that page. So now when we refresh that page, if you look, there you go. Somebody hit your page, they got uploads. They know exactly what you're up to. They don't have to think a lot. It's the second thing that I've done on my channel is to make that upload section the first section on your page. So that reminds me, think about that on your channel. Think about, now you say maybe you don't have a lot going on. Maybe you just got started. Just use the videos that you have. Start with what you've got, right? We can have small channels and still have big gains. Remember that. I've got to take some time, show some love for all my family, all my subscribers, my viewers, putting it down, leaving comments, the cash apps, investments, all of that means a lot. Thank you so much. And if you're new here, great music, entertainment, inspiration, motivation, hit the subscribe button and join the family. So the third thing that I've done on my channel to avoid homepage mistakes is optimized playlists. I've created optimized playlists. Most people, they'll set up a playlist, and as you can see right there, see where it says add description? There's no description there, nothing. That is not an optimized playlist. What we want to do is get an optimized playlist. That's where we go to a playlist. We want to make sure that it's searchable with the SEO. We want to make sure that people can find it, it's interesting to them. And this one right here, as you see it, it says how to increase your views on YouTube, easy tips, methods anyone can use. That is an optimized playlist, all right? And if you look even closer, I'll zoom in on the description. You want to add a description. This playlist will help you take your views to the next level with tips and strategies that have worked for me. And if I can do it, you can too. So that's the third thing that I've done on my channel. I've put together optimized playlists. Remember, this thing is global. Your YouTube channel has the potential to reach worldwide. So we want to make sure that we optimize our playlists, make sure that we're able to be seen. Remember, the word is optimize. Say it with me, optimize. I probably could have done this one at first. It deals with your channel page. When people land on your channel page, the first thing they're going to see is your banner. We want to make sure our banner is so clear that it gives them exactly what we're about. For example, I'll show you a photo of my banner. Now, granted, I probably could use your help on this one with some cleaning up the photos, but you can agree that there's no doubt when you land on my channel, you know you're gonna get music, some type of motivation. He says he's a mystic inspiration, talking about new videos every week. So think about that. When people land on your channel page, are you able to make it clear to them? Are they able to see exactly what they're gonna get on your channel? I went to Google. I had to find out from YouTube, how did they look at this algorithm? There it is on your screen. Check it out. It says, according to YouTube, the algorithm is a real-time feedback loop that tailors videos to each viewer's different interests. The YouTube algorithm decides which videos get suggested to individual users. So that's the first thing, keeping it simple. First thing that helps me in solving this mystery, every time I see algorithm, all I'm really seeing is YouTube system. So the YouTube system, its job is to get videos that keeps people on their platform. They want to get people coming back, watching it back and forth. As a matter of fact, check out Mr. Beast. Let's hear what he has to say about it. Let's check him out.
To me, I think YouTube just wants people to click on a video and watch it, right? I mean, that's how they get their ad revenue. That's how they keep, viewers. I'm sure comments, like stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they want you to click, watch the video, click, watch a video, and just do that as long as possible.
And one of the things that I've learned in my journey on my channel, I've been able to put those things into practice, realizing that all I got to do is get people on the channel, get them to enjoy my content, and then get them to come back and to keep doing that over and over. That's what the YouTube system is built for. That's, at the end of the day, that's what they want to do. They want us to put together content that is a positive match for its viewers on the platform. So that's the first thing that helped me to solve this mystery of the algorithm. It simply means YouTube system. Its job is to bring in viewers for its platform and to keep those viewers on the platform for as long as possible, maybe checking out some advertisements, things like that, even a small channel. And we're going to talk about that as well. Solving the mystery of the YouTube system, the algorithm for a small channel, even you and I, we can still make it. Second thing that helped me to solve this mystery is to realize that there is a myth, a misunderstanding. There's a misbelief that only the big YouTube channels gets all the love promoted by the YouTube system. That's not so true. I have found in my journey over the last few months when I relaunched my YouTube channel, it's not just about those bigger channels. Even smaller channels like you and me can get that same love. We can get that same promotion. It's all about having those people, like we talked about in number one, come onto the platform. For example, with my channel, they have advertisements. Even though I'm not in the YouTube partner program just yet, they're running ads on my videos. Let me know in the comment section if they're running ads on your videos and you haven't gotten to the partner program yet. I'd like to know about that. But that's an example. Even small channels can get them on the platform to get them to enjoy the content. It's up to you and me, even big or small. We can make the content that they enjoy, keep them on the platform. But that's a myth. That's one of the mysteries that I've solved about the algorithm and the YouTube system. As a matter of fact, what I've learned is that the only thing that the bigger YouTube channels have is more information. Check this out right here. I put this together for you. I went into my back area. Go to your dashboard. Check out where it says, oh, by the way, that's right there. They call that confetti. If you see that confetti pop up on one of your 1 out of 10, you did something right. But that's another video. Check out your analytics. If you go in, click audience. Okay, let me zoom in right here. It says right there, when your viewers are on YouTube, not enough viewer data. Okay, let me zoom in again. Other channels that your viewers are watching. Go in your back office. You'll see this on mine. Even though I've been strong at it for the last 12 months, over a year and a half, it still says not enough data. So that lets me know the bigger channels, the only thing they have is more information. Only thing they really have is more data. So even on your channel, be aware of that. You might have to go 2 or 3 years, 3 or 4 years, maybe 1 or 2 years into the computer algorithm YouTube system has enough data to give you that same boost. But other than that, there is no difference between the love that the YouTube system has for big channels or small channels. We can all make it just the same, no doubt. Keep going, and we're going to talk more about that coming up. Let me know in the comment section how long you had your YouTube channel. I'd like to know that. So the longer we stay with it, the more information we can give to the YouTube system that will give us that same love that we need to crack that algorithm and get us out there where we need to be. No doubt we can do that. The third thing that I've learned is that it's not so much as having a niche that will limit us. The whole niche concept is evolving. I found that it's not so much about having a certain idea of limitations, but it's about reaching a certain group of people, all the millions of people out there with your different ideas. Think about that. Redefining your niche, thinking about the things that you enjoy, your DNA, your creativity, the things that we do. One of my favorite affirmations says, I am a strong, intelligent, powerful, and positive individual living a prosperous and abundant life. I have all that I need at all times. So think about your DNA, your creativity. That's your niche. Your personality, that's your niche. The whole thing about having a niche is evolving. Remember we talked about earlier, having people on the platform as long as possible, and that's what it's all about. Redefining what that means. And you'll find out that you can forget about the niche. Redefining. That's the third thing that has helped me in my journey on my channel. I had to redefine what really is a niche to me. What does that really mean? You're going to be doing this for a while. You're probably going to be doing this for a while, so you want to make sure that you don't get so limited that you get bored. So remember that when you redefine your niche and evolve it to the next level, and if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. We want to go to the next level and do it just like that. If you've enjoyed this so far, do me a favor and hit that like button. The algorithm signal will let others know this video, this video. It'll let them know it's worth watching if you hit the like button. Thank you. So the first bonus point that I want to share with you, it deals with the fact of the system, the algorithm. I began to realize that I had to begin to put language in the descriptions that a human can understand. Remember, even though we're dealing with a computer system, I had to learn that I always still had to optimize it with the language of human understanding. So remember that as you begin to crack the code on your algorithm for your YouTube system. Remember, the system is just designed to get people on the platform. And what I had to do is remember to put those information, the tags, descriptions that I put, the titles. When I optimize those titles, check out TubeBuddy. The link in the description for that, tubebuddy.com/STEVONJBiz. You can use that link and get a free start on TubeBuddy. But think about those things. Optimizing it for the human language. It's the first PowerPoint that I want to share with you. The second extra bonus point that I want to share with you, it deals with the long-term success. Remember, we talked about sometimes the data that we haven't been in this game long enough for the system to have data, enough information to promote our channel. So what has helped me is to make sure you're having fun. I like to make sure I'm having fun doing what I'm doing things like that, making sure that I'm doing something that excites me. So make sure you're having fun when you're doing it. Be excited about it. Be enthused about it. You want it to be something that excites you for years to come. Having fun, keeping it going for the long haul, giving the system enough time to put myself into the system, knowing that I'm in it for the long haul. And a lot of times it's about reminding myself, for me, inspiring you and inspiring, encouraging other people. You may be in a position where you can inspire somebody else that if you can do it, they can too. And the thing about the algorithm, breaking it down into the system, another thing that has helped me is to know that it has to have certain things to give it that boost, to trigger the algorithm, as they say. And one of the things that has helped me in my journey on my channel to trigger the algorithm is to get those views, get more views on our channel. So over the last few weeks, I've been increasing my views. I've been growing on my channel, did a relaunch. And so a lot of people have been asking me, how are you doing it? How did you do your channel to get started like that? I'm going to share with you some things that have worked for me that I know will work for you. 3 powerful ways to increase your views. So the first way that I've used in my career on my channel to increase my views is to create and improve what I call the Triple T System. Triple T, thumbnail, topic, and title. Right? We're going to talk about that. The thumbnail, topic, and your title is the Triple T System. I've learned to increase that and to create and constantly improve on my Triple T system. So the first thing is that thumbnail. It's the first thing that others are going to see. You want to get them to slow down on that scroll. That's the whole purpose of your thumbnail, is to stop other people from scrolling. That's the first thing. The second thing is the title. You want to draw them in with that title. The thumbnail stops them. The title gets them to say, I wonder if that's something that I would be interested in. So that's the second step of that Triple T, the title. Once you get them drawn in, that's when you got to hold them, and that's where the topic comes in. Holding them through that watch time and the topic, and we'll talk more about watch time in a minute. So that's the first thing. Triple T, thumbnail, title, and topic. Thumbnail stops them, title gets them in, topic is holding them. That's how we got to do it, just like that. The second way that I've been able to use to get my views up is to make sure that I keep my viewers watching. We gotta keep them watching. So I'm learning to use things like edits. Whenever you create your videos, make sure you have edits chopping out those arm spaces and those little pauses. You want to cut all of those out in your edits. Keep them watching. And the more I've been able to do that, the more I've been able to keep viewers watching through the content. Another thing that you could do is make sure you have your energy up. A lot of times when we get on camera, it naturally takes away from our energy. So increase our energy just a little bit to keep them viewers watching. Increasing our energy, cutting out those pauses in the edits. I might just leave that one in. Cutting out those little pauses like that in your edits. That's another thing to keep your viewers watching. That's the second thing we want to do to get those views up. That's going to increase our watch time. And the more we're able to increase our watch time, then the algorithm in the YouTube system begins to recognize that this video is worth watching. So that's the second thing that happens, to increase our views. Third way that I've been able to put into practice to get more views, get my views up, is to maximize your use of end screens. Now, if you look on the screen, I put together an end screen. For those of you who may be new, it comes right after your video is playing. For example, right there, if you look on that screen right there, that's one of my other channels, by the way, the Golf Class Chill Zone with my man, Vaughn JBiz. But that's a whole nother video. That is an end screen. Right after your video plays, you want to maximize the use of that end screen. You put that end screen up right as your video is stopping. Then it gives others the opportunity to click on that end screen and go watch more of your content. That's what we want to do. We want to maximize our use of the end screen. And the thing about it is that if you look in your back office under your analytics, it'll show you different percentages. It'll show you a percentage of your end screen, how many people are clicking on that. You can use that to decide if you want to change up your end screen. So maximize your use of your end screens by using those on the end of your video. One of the ways I do it is by pointing to the next video, something similar to that. If you enjoyed this type of video, watch this video next. It'll be a great video for you to finish watching. Something like that. You want to point them to the next video. As soon as that video is finished, you have another video to put on there so they can click that video just as your first video is ended. This first extra tip that I want to share with you, it deals with that editing. Remember we talked about editing? You want to edit and keep the viewers watching by editing out those pauses and those ands and ums. So when you come to your editing, what I found out, always edit for the audio. In other words, you want to edit by listening to it and see how it sounds over how it may look. A lot of people these days, they're not really watching our videos the way we think. And you'll find out in your life, when you're watching your videos, some of them we just watch and we listen to more than we watch. So always edit for your audio. Edit with the audio in mind. If you have a choice, we can always enjoy a video that sounds great even if it doesn't look the best. All right, notice that. You have something that sounds bad, you'll turn it off right away. Edit for the audio. That's number one. The second extra tip that I want to share with you, it has to deal with that end screen. You know how I talked about putting that end screen on there? Not only can you put an end screen at the end of your video, but you can also do a comment. You can do a comment and pin that comment. Now, if you're new and this is all new to you, leave me a comment. Let me know if you want me to get deeper into that. But a pinned comment is another way. You can make a comment on your video, make your comment, then you hover over to the right. There are 3 dots over there. Click one of those dots that says pin the comment, link that out to another video. That's another way you can get extra views on your channel. Another pro tip, another tip that I want to share with you. When it comes to celebrating those milestones, always be willing to congratulate yourself. Use affirmations. One of mine says, always celebrate my accomplishments. I always acknowledge myself for a job well done. Be willing to celebrate those milestones. I celebrated one of my milestones recently, 50,000 views. I want to share with you how to get your first 50,000 views right here on YouTube. Stay with me, watch this all the way through. I'm going to share my own experience, things that have worked for me, tips, extra strategies, PowerPoints you do not want to miss. What's coming up? Let's get into it. If you're watching this, you're probably someone who's on YouTube. Maybe you just started. You may have had your channel going on for a while. I did a relaunch on my channel and I reached what YouTube calls a milestone. My channel just celebrated 50,000 views. So I want to share with you what I've been doing over my channel, things that I've been doing, even on the next level mindset status. You can do this with me. I like to encourage myself that no matter where I am, no matter how small I may be, no matter what your size is, you can have a major impact on those around you. Be encouraged and know we're in this together. We can do this. The first thing that has helped me is to make a thumbnail that pops. We have to learn how to get that click. The thumbnail is the first thing that shows up as an impression on your videos. YouTube will automatically use 2 or 3 in the back office if you look under your editing. Always upload you a thumbnail that is epic, a thumbnail that is pop. That's how you're going to get those views. The thumbnail is the first thing that people see when YouTube shows what they call an impression. You want that thumbnail combined with your title, your topic, with your description to get people the opportunity to grab their interest. So that's the very first thing to get the views. Gotta get the click. Make a thumbnail that stands out. That's the first thing to help you get those first 50,000 views on YouTube. Gotta get them to click. A title that hooks and a description giving them something, and we'll get more about that in a little bit. So the second way is to get the people to watch your videos. I've learned through studying and by uploading videos over time, we have to get those, once we get the click, they have to be there to watch. And one way that I've learned to do that is coming up with different titles, different ideas. What are people interested in? How do I know? I know because I know that there may be someone who is a mirror of ourselves. Always remember that. Your vibe is going to attract your tribe. Those who are around you, they're probably someone who's into something that you're doing. Got to get them to keep watching for a certain amount of time. And one of the best ways that we can do this is to check our analytics. If you go in your back office, you'll see different analytics, watch time, impressions, how many clicks your thumbnail got per impression. As a matter of fact, leave me a comment and let me know if you are aware of your analytics. What's your favorite analytic that you like to use? It'll tell us when certain people are dropping out or when they may click away. Your analytics will always show you that. The second thing that has helped me is to make sure that my analytics is right, to make sure that when people do click in, they're watching for a considerable amount of time. Before I get to number 3, just want to show some love to all my subscribers, all of you all who've been taking time to view my videos, leaving comments, interacting, all of that. Thank you, and I appreciate that. If you're new, great music, entertainment, inspiration, motivation, hit the subscribe button and join the family. So the third thing that I've learned to help me to get those first 50,000 views on your channel is to make what they call evergreen content. That's content that will be around year after year, never losing its value. Think about what you can do on your channel. What can you do? What do you like to talk about? Content that will be around no matter what the season, no matter what the time. That's considered evergreen content. How-tos, secrets of, tips and strategies. I've got one called How to Know You Found Your Purpose, How to Know You Found True Love, How to Get More Views on YouTube, How to Get Your First 65 Subscribers. Remember that one? We talked about that one. So if your content and if your format supports it, evergreen content is a great way to get those views, because what that's going to do, it's going to give your videos the opportunity over time to accumulate the views, which will get you more watch time according to the system. And you can do it. You can make it happen today. You can do that. The first extra tip that I want to share with you, it relates to that first topic that we talked about, getting them to click. Remember, that's the first step in getting your first 50,000 views. It involves not just the picture of the thumbnail, but the title and description. And what I've learned in my journey is to be as clear and precise as I can with that description. Make it so that a human can understand it. We know that the algorithm and the computer system is reading it, but we also want to add that human element. So keep that in mind when you're coming up with your titles and your description. The thing that has helped me in my journey is to make sure that my titles and my descriptions complement the thumbnails to get them to make that click. So that's very important. The second extra bonus point that I want to share with you when it comes to getting those views that you know you need, those first 50,000 views, take some time to watch your own videos. You can take the time to sit back and watch and see if you would be able to enjoy it from an outside point of view. What I do, I take the time whenever I create my videos, I like to watch them from an outside point of view and ask myself, would this be something that I could enjoy? Where would I click off if I was watching this video? What excited me about it? What's interesting about it? What's gonna keep me watching this video? Even though you created it, and I know it's somewhat difficult to see yourself on the outside, sit back and watch your content. That's one thing that has helped me. I sit back and I watch my videos. Not only will that help to get those first views out there, it'll get you those first few views, and will also get the processing of those views, and you'll be able to say, is this something that I could enjoy? Because if you can enjoy it, somebody else will enjoy it as well. And the more people enjoy it, the more impressions you'll get by the computer system the more people click on those impressions and watch your video all the way through. That'll give you more watch time, which will get you more views. I had to make up my mind. I had to go that first year. I had to go 1 year. I made up in my mind I was going to go 1 year no matter what. Even if nobody watched my videos, I went that first year. Maybe you're watching this right now and you've been through some ups and downs. Let me know in the comment section how long you've had your channel. Let me know what's your greatest challenge right now. You can learn from my mistakes and avoid those pitfalls. So let me know in the comment section. Leave me some comments. You should check out TubeBuddy with the link in the description. They help you with all types of different ideas, keywords, search. All these things are tools in our back office. These analytics, they're tools about how we can use it. So check out TubeBuddy. If you use the link in the description, I'll get credit for that, but it's free to sign up and you can upgrade anytime. So a huge shout out to TubeBuddy, our sponsor for today. They didn't know it, but they brought this to us. I'm going to share my experience, 3 things that I have not heard anyone talk about, but I found. I did some research, so just want to let you know these are things that secrets nobody else is talking about. So I want to share them with you from my own experience. I want to encourage you. I want to let you know right now. Let me just encourage someone watching. Our ideas and plans, our goals, everything that we put our mind to, they have the potential to have a great impact on somebody's life. So be encouraged to know that you're not in this alone. We can do this. We can do this. We can do anything we put our minds to. The first secret that I want to share with you, misinformation we've been told wrong, is that your subscribers are not really watching you. I've got proof that they really are, okay? We're gonna talk about this. YouTube misinformation. Let's go behind the scenes. Let's go to the back office in our YouTube studio. Under analytics, there's a section that has not subscribed and subscribed. In fact, you'll see where it says this is watch time from subscribers or watch time from those who are not subscribed. So the misinformation is that your subscribers are not watching you. But watch this. It says activity from viewers who are logged out or not subscribed. See, is it possible that your subscribers, maybe not all of them are logging in? It is possible. I did some research. I asked some questions. I searched around. Your subscribers are watching you. So when you see that and hear people talking about it, nobody's talking about that word or activity from viewers who are logged out or not subscribed to your channel. The YouTube misinformation. The fact of the matter is your subscribers are watching you. So keep that in mind. Be encouraged. They're into what you're doing. They're just not choosing to log in for whatever reason. Why y'all not logging in? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What are some of the reasons? I know for me, I just didn't, I was maybe at a library, didn't have time to do all that. Let me know in the comment section, what are some of the reasons that you don't choose to log in? I'd like to know. I relaunched my channel, and what I found is that content that is evergreen is the best content that you can have. There's videos that I've recorded a year, maybe almost 2 years ago, that are just now start to hit that point of inflection where it's starting to jump up to get those views. So if your type of content supports it, consider having some evergreen content. Things like how to do certain things. Like I have one that says how to say no to pushy people, how to know you found true love, how to do certain things. Those are considered evergreen content that no matter what happens, it'll stay in demand through search routes, through vision. It'll really never lose its value. And so consider that. Think about your channel. Think about the videos that you record. This is what I've done in my channel. Make sure you include the evergreen content. The second extra bonus point that I want to share with you, this is another PowerPoint, a pro tip to help you in your journey from my experience, is to make sure that you're being real. Be bold enough to experiment with different things. And just like when I talked about that niche experiment, you're talking about not necessarily niching down to a certain thing that you do, just that one thing. You have a certain audience who enjoy the things that you do. Think about it like that. That's another way that you can see it. For example, mine is great music, entertainment, inspiration, motivation, all of that. Not necessarily one thing, but for one group of people who are into those type of elements. So think about that for your channel. It's another thing that we can do. And a lot of times when it comes to giving these things about what we're doing, not necessarily secrets, not necessarily YouTube misinformation, so to speak, maybe it's just misunderstood by us. And one thing that I've learned to understand on my journey is to make sure that this is what I want to do. Some of you may be starting out small. And let me know in the comment section how long you've had your channel. I would like to know about that. Leave me a comment. Let me know how long you've had your channel. Some of you just getting started. When it comes to being consistent, remember we talked about being consistent. I've learned to transform that, not just to be consistent on uploading maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or once a day, not just that type of consistency. I've learned to include the consistency of my brand over my channel, consistency over the titles and the topics that I choose to use, consistency in that area as well as my upload frequency. Start to include the frequency along with your consistency and the congruency of who you are, what you represent, across the board. So I'm learning to do that more and more, to be not only consistent in upload schedule, but also congruent and coherent in the brand and what I represent. That is another thing that I wish I knew when I first started out. I would have been able to be consistent over not only just the upload schedule, the way we present ourselves on camera. Some of you may be watching this right now and you haven't really made that choice to go ahead and get on out there. I want to encourage you. It's never too late. Do that. And as long as we're consistent with it, and a lot of times it's about reminding myself, for me, inspiring you and inspiring, encouraging other people. You may be in a position where you can inspire somebody else that if you can do it, they can too. And the thing about the algorithm, breaking it down into the system, another thing that has helped me is to know that it has to have certain things to give it that boost, to trigger the algorithm, as they say. And one of the things that has helped me in my journey on my channel to trigger the algorithm is to get those views, get more views on our channel. Check out this playlist right here. I put that together, how to increase your views, right here on YouTube. I think that would be a great collection of videos for you to watch next. So check out those videos. See me over there. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Grab a copy of my books and my music with the links in the description. Stay blessed, stay positive. I'll see you on the next level. Peace.